I thought it would be interesting maybe to see what practice is like when you don't want to practice. I don't want to practice right now. I haven't really practiced that much at all in the last couple of months. This piece that I picked, I haven't played in 6 months. I do know the piece, but I haven't played it in 6 months. I don't feel good mentally. My hands don't feel great. Those are not excuses. It's just to like give you a context of how I feel sitting down. Because a lot of times people tell you, you just gotta be a machine and you just practice no matter what. It's like, well, actually, I'm so frustrated with some of the technological things I'm dealing with that I was like, I should just practice. And I feel like making videos. It's like, this is the video. Links in the description to the sheet music and the tabs for this. The fingerings I use will probably not be the same that you see in the sheet music. Whatever, that's how it is. So like I said, I do know this piece. I played it many, many, many times. So I'm not going to approach it the same way I would approach a piece that I don't know. I'm going to take it section by section in order. And I'm also going to use it as a warm up as well. So my hands are completely cold. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I got my metronome over here. First thing I'm going to do is look at this little one measure tremolo section that starts off. And I'm actually just going to warm up my tremolo. See here. So first, I gotta turn my tuner off. Right. Now I'm gonna use my metronome. So the recommended speed for this piece is 120. I think typically when I have it going pretty fast, it's about 132-ish. So let's kind of start off at 80. And bump it up. Oh, also, it's a good idea sometimes to mute the strings and just do your tremolo on the muted strings so you can hear just the rhythm. In fact, I'm going to do that. 84. 88. 92. 96. 'So what I'm doing is also I'm listening to each one of my fingers. I mean the thumb as well, but the other fingers to kind of see how they're spaced and how they're sounding. 100. 'If I find that the rhythm is uneven, I'll just do a couple of beats, like 1E and a 2E and a stop, or 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a stop. Because if your rhythm's irregular, the longer you play, probably the more irregular it's going to get. .104. 108. 112. 'Not bad actually, 116. 128, the actual speed of the piece. We'll go past it. It's always nice to go past your target speed so you have some reserve left. It's not really clean, but whatever. And 132. It's very irregular, but anyway, so let's back up, put the notes back in. Let's go down to say 92. And this time when I bump up, I'm gonna do like 8 beats, eight beat skips, maybe 92, 100, 108, if things work out. Let's go straight to 100. 112. 116. 120, our target. And then push a little further at 126. 132. 138. 144. 152. 1. So let's make it clear. If I didn't already know this piece, I would not push the tempo so far because it'd be wasting time. Once I kind of hit the target speed, or anywhere actually probably, if I can make it within 80%, 70% of the target speed, I would just keep moving on in the music to learn more music. But since I'm familiar with this piece, I'm also using it as a technique builder and a warm-up. So I'm getting my hands warmed up as I'm playing that tremolo section. So before you can do the tremolo, you have to know what you're playing. So now that we're going to new music, I'm gonna just play without the tremolo to make sure I know where these notes are. Play kind of slow and relaxed. I like that fingering. I guess it's fine. Sorry, I zoned out. Switch. Oh, I changed my fingering when I do that. Don't do that. So I'm closing my eyes to actually just like focus on what my fingers feel like to see if I like the choice I made with my fingering. That's better. My first choice was wrong. I forgot what I used, but this is better. Let's see if I got the notes. All right, that's the notes. Since there's a lot more going on with the left hand in this section, I'm going to start at a much slower speed. Don't know where to start, so I'm going to pick, how about 80? Which is what? Maybe 60% of our target speed? It was a little faster than I thought. I'm going to slow it down. 72. I should actually land in the next measure, which is back on the tremolo. All right, let's do 72 again. I don't feel comfortable with that. I'm rushing. That felt not bad. 76. 80. And I'm not waiting for it to feel perfect. As long as I feel like if I was going to grade myself, if I give myself a B, I'm probably just going to take off to the next speed. Until I feel myself failing, I'm not really going to pull back, even if it's kind of rough and sloppy. 84. There's this little stupid gallop in my rhythm. It's not quite even. It's a little jerky. Hopefully it'll smooth out as we play more. Ooh, almost messed that up. 96. Now the idea is by doing it really hardcore in the beginning of the piece, I shouldn't have to take quite as much time later on because I'm really getting everything lined up. 100. You can tell I start off dragging. I had to kind of catch up to the metronome. 112. Okay, this time I'm not going to keep pushing because I feel like I'm just not doing a great job. So I'm going to back off a little bit and try to connect the first measure, that new section, back through. 100. Now I'm going to change up what I'm doing. I'm not actually going to speed all that up because we already metronomed it. We hope that it's kind of stuck together well. I'm actually going to push forward now to more music. We only have 3 more measures in this section. Oh, and it's kind of repetition as the beginning, but with a different ending. See, so we're not going to practice that so much. And here's something different. Oh, that's really the ending here. All right, we can kind of take some liberties here. That's 92. Let's go straight to 100. One 116. Fuck it. Let's bite off more than we could chew. Let's do 120 whole section. I'll take that. I'm not pushing that to 132. But I'm just trying to get through the piece and feel pretty confident about the work I'm doing. Okay, second section starts off again with tremolo. But see, our hands are already warm. By doing good work in the very beginning, we don't have to drill this. Just make sure you know where the notes are. this is the payoff for that really boring stuff we had to do at the beginning. It's like, okay, now I don't have to spend 5-6 minutes working on this measure. In fact, I'm not going to mention them at all right now. I'm just going to focus on what comes next. Now, the problem in a piece like this, where there's so many arpeggios that are changing, it can be really difficult to figure out a place to stop to go back and work. I'm going to do those 3 measures because it feels good there. And right after that is the next tremolo section, which is far more difficult than the other sections, the other tremolo sections. So now back to the notes. Now let's metronome it. Let's go down to 80. Lost my spot. Let's do it again. Let's go straight up to 88. Yeah, 92. My fingernail got stuck. $100. Nice. Everything's still on? Good. 108. Very uneven rhythm, but whatever. $120. Connected to the first little tremolo. Nice! Take that. So you can see now on these sections, I'm calling it a day at 120. We're 18 minutes in, that's not bad. Going a little slower than I'd like to. Maybe knock this out in another 12 minutes. Be nice, 30 minutes. So we've got this tremolo section. This one's the hardest of the left hand so far. So really got to check these things out, make sure I know where the notes are. I like my decisions. If you make bad fingering decisions and make the piece harder than it needs to be, you're gonna have a really hard time getting up to that fast speed. So really good decisions on where you're gonna play the notes, especially when the music's fast. Also when the music's slow. When the music's slow, it's gotta be pretty. If you're frustrated with your fingers, you're not gonna play pretty music. Anyways. Pretty good decision. It says to play it on an open string over here, but I figured just slide over. Slide. And then it goes off. Takes off. Wait, I did something different there. What did I do? That time I did play the open strings. Gotta make a choice. undecided. Moment of truth. That fast though. My decision is a little harder by using that pinky metronome. See if we can play it. Start off at 80. The reason I'm using that decision to keep the pinky there, I think it makes the bass line stick out a lot better by doing this. Instead of, I don't like the sound of that G string, so I'd rather hear this instead of that. And I'm gonna land on that first part of that measure. Just because I don't like ending at the end of a measure. I like actually making the transition into the next measure if I'm gonna work it. If I can pull it off, that's the way I like to practice. Because I think that when you memorize and when you practice stuff, you tend to perform in a way that you practice. So if you practice where you're always ending at the end of a measure, I think sometimes you find players when they perform, their phrasing tends to very much end where they were practicing, like right at the end of a measure. So I like to keep my thought going into the next measure. That way it gives more continuity to the music and less robotic. Let's try 88. I thought about it being sloppy, and then it got worse. '92. '96. I got distracted. Oh, and by the way, mentally it worked. I'm no longer thinking about feeling terrible and my hands feeling cold. I'm actually so focused on the music that took, what, about 20 minutes? But my head is in a completely different space than it was when we sat down. I'm gonna hit stop real quick, just so I don't want to lose this footage. The timer will keep running so you'll know exactly how much time elapsed. 100, we're gonna measure 13. And if you just notice, I changed the fingering again. I don't know. Whatever, I'm just gonna do it. As you go faster, you just have to let your instincts take over, and hopefully your instincts are good. 104. In case you're curious about this next part, measure 16, it's an E major arpeggio with some pull-offs and then 2 repeated notes. And I'm dramatizing that. Obviously, when you're playing quickly, you're not going to jack your hand off, but I'm just connecting into that. It's also letting me tell how quick my little index middle repetition is. I'm kind of cheating. I'm using the metronome on this section to cheat on the next section, so I don't have to spend so much time warming up index middle. 108. Sloppy. keep going. It's not sloppy enough to go back. 112. Looks like I am going to use the open string. Keep going. 116. $120, our target. Okay, I'm going to back up, no metronome. Beginning of this section, just to see if it's kind of glued together. Don't know what speed I'm going to play. Not really worried about it. Just more worried about to see if I can connect all those little sections we were just playing. This is the beginning of the B section, starting on measure 9 with our C chord. Good enough for me for right now. Obviously, I'm not really focused on musicality. Not a lot going on with dynamics. I'm focused on this aspect, really just getting the notes back under my fingers. You can only focus on so many things at a time. You can't really focus on all the articulation and the speed and the memorization and the phrasing. You layer it all. At least in my opinion, you layer it all. Have ideas, but when you're practicing, try to figure out a goal for your practice. And for me, right now it's getting the notes under my hands and my head, getting a little bit more relaxed with the music. I can gradually shape it later. So this time we're going to start on that E major arpeggio. Now let's scout, see what's going on. One of my favorite parts of the piece. It's just fun to play. Let's keep scouting a little bit. Starts off the same. I do love that section. It's just fun. Let's try it at 80. Practice my arpeggio, thumb, index, middle, ring in time with the metronome. Try 88. Two. Yeah, I know, I fudged some. Whatever, 96. I don't like the way I played that, but let's change it this time. Change it to the right notes, though. Sounds pretty good at 104. 108. $112. I actually just zoned out. Thank God my fingers remembered where the notes were. Okay, to me, that's the end of the middle. We're going back to this A section, and it's going to change for an ending. So we got to end the piece. So we're going to play it through just enough to find where it changes. Here's where it changes to a bar. That's the way to play that. Index finger, index finger. I kind of like that. I wonder if I need the metronome that. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's start at 116. See how we've saved a lot of time by working really hard in the very beginning. We can move very quickly through some of these repeated technical sections. All right, our last tremolo section goes from what? Oh yeah, yeah. Damn. All right, I might as well metronome this. I'm just gonna repeat it. 80. Where did I just mess up? 84. I'll find it. $92. Might almost be done. 100. Damn it. $108. Hell yeah, let's get done with this thing. 116. Not my best, Let's start with the bar. Sloppy. That's 116. How about let's play the whole, let's try the whole piece at 116. Might not work. Obviously the slower we play, the more likely it'll work. I mean, if we played at 60, we could definitely get it right on the first try. But just what fun is that? Let's do 116 all the way through. I kind of want to go a little faster. Let's see, what does the beginning sound like at 116? One 16 is good enough for me. Let's try the whole piece. I got distracted by making a mistake. Damn it. No metronome. Because if this one works, maybe I'll put this at the beginning. Whatever, one of them's gonna work. Whichever one works is the one we'll put at the beginning so people can be like, this is how the practice turned out. 37 and 38 minutes into it. Let's go. Relax, breathe, think. What you gonna do? You gonna play the music. How you gonna play it? The way you need to play it. If you need to slow down, you're gonna slow down. Cause if we get to the end, we are done. We are done, bro. Here we go. Watch it like suck immediately. Don't say it. Don't say negative things. It's gonna be great. If I was going out on stage, I would not be saying that to myself. I'd be like, dude, let's do the best we can because we don't get to go back. Don't know what speed that is, but that's the speed we're doing. What are you gonna do? Thinking about being finished. I was thinking about being finished and I fucked it up. I was thinking like, here comes that next tremolo section. If you nail this, you're done. And I immediately just crashed. God, just stay focused on what you're focused on. Don't think about the past or the future. Just stay right where you are. From the top. No. Let me try this section again. From the bar. Right where I screwed up. No. This is stupid. This is, by the way, if you're practicing, this is a little too much pressure to put on yourself. Pick up a piece and go, I'm going to do it from start to finish. But when I get, that's like, If the camera wasn't rolling, I'd probably called it quits before now. Probably when I got finished working all of the music, I probably would have said, shit, I'll come back in a couple of hours and try to get it together, or tomorrow. But hey, for the camera. Come on, let's go. That's how we do that. 42 minutes. That's going at the beginning. Let's get weird. Oh my God, I'm jacked up now. Even if no one watches or likes this video, at least I got to practice. I don't know what our speed was at the end. Sorry. I think I actually fluctuated. Definitely when I felt like I was gonna screw up, I would start slowing down, and sometimes I would slow down way in advance, like 3 or 4 measures. Because if I slow down right where it gets hard, you'll feel the brakes come on. So going like, oh, this next thing's probably gonna mess me up. Let me start slowing down a little bit now, so that way when I get to the hard part, it won't sound like I slowed down. So like, it's like a trick. I actually am slowing down at the easy part, so it's already slower when I get to the hard part. At least that's what I think I did. I haven't listened to it yet. I hope this recording comes out. I hope this works out. That's crazy. Let's go. Let's fucking get it. I feel like a completely different human than when I started recording this. Shit, I might even shave.